Hi, my name is Luis Felipe Lopez Centeno, and I'm going to talk about the reproductive system of the female and the male. Let's begin. But first of all, we're gonna talk about the path that sperms follow from the testes to the urethra. Well, the testes are composed of cold structures called semiferous tubules, which are sites of sperm production. The structure on top of the semiferous tubules in the testes is the epidermis. The sperm migrates from the semiferous tubules to the epidermis. Within the epidermis, the sperm mature while they are stored in the structure. The ejaculation process began as the penis filled with blood and became erect. With sufficient stimulation, mature sperm travel from the epidermis through the vas deferens, a muscular tube which propels sperm forward through smooth muscle contractions. The sperm arrive first at the ampulla, where secretion from the seminal vesicle are added. From the ampulla, seminal fluid is propelled forward through the ejaculatory ducts towards the urethra, passing first by the prostate gland, where a milky fluid is added to form semen. Finally, the semen is ejaculated through the far end of the urethra. Now I'm going to talk about of each organ of the reproductive system and their functions. Well, first of all, we have the penis. That is the male organ of the sexual intercourse. The testes make sex hormones and produce sperm. The scrotum regulates the temperature of the testes by holding them closer or farther away from the body. The vas deferens is when the sperm leaves the epidermis. Epidermis are tightly coiled ducts lying outside the testes. The seminal vesicle, the prostate gland, and the vulvaral glands add secretion to the semen. And finally, we have the urethra. That is a tube that the semen and the urine come out of the body. Hormonal regulation in the male. The hypothalamus ultimately controls the function of the testes because it secretes hormones called gonadotropin-releasing hormones that stimulates the anterior pituitary gland to secrete the gonadotrophic hormones that controls the testes. The gonadotrophic hormones are follicle-stimulating hormones and loosening hormones, and they are found in both males and females. But in males, the follicle-stimulating hormones promotes the production of sperms in the semiferous tubules, and the loosening hormones promotes the production of testosterone by the interstitial cells. And the testosterone is the main sex hormone in the male, and is essential for the normal development and functioning of the male sex organs. Testosterone also causes the maintains that male secondary sex characteristics that develop at puberty. Now, I'm going to talk about the reproductive system of females. I'm going to talk about their organs and their functions. First of all, we have the primary bladder that stores the urine. The urethra transports the urine to the bladder. Cervix produces mucus to promote pregnancy and helps menstrual blood to flow out the vagina. Ovary produce the egg during biogenesis. The fallopian tube guides the egg toward the uterus. The vagina birth canal menstrual flow and receives the penis. The urethra nurturing the fertilized ovule, and the rectum temporary storehouse for feces. Non-pregnant females normally exhibit cycle change in the ovaries and uterus during their reproductive years. Each cycle takes about a month and consists of both oogenesis and preparation of the uterus to receive a fertilized egg. Hormones secreted from the hypothalamus, the anterior pituitary gland, and the ovaries control the main events of the cycles. The ovarian and uterine cycles and the hormonal changes that regulate them are known as the female reproductive cycle. The gonadotropin-releasing hormone controls the cycle by stimulating the follicle-stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormone from the anterior pituitary gland. The duration of the female reproductive cycle typically ranges from 24 to 34 days. Now, I'm going to explain how to use the different methods of birth control and how they work to prevent pregnancy. First of all, we're gonna talk about the birth control implant, aka Nexplanon. It's a tiny, thin rod about the size of a matchstick. The implant releases hormones into your body that prevent you from getting pregnant. A nurse or a doctor insert the implant into your arm and that's it. You are protected from the pregnancy for up to 5 years. The hormones in the birth control implant prevent pregnancy in two ways. The first of all is progestin thickens the mucus on your cervix, which stops sperm from swimming through your egg. When a sperm can't meet up with an egg, pregnancy can't happen. The other one is progestin can also stop egg from leaving your ovaries, so there's no egg. When the eggs aren't released, you can get pregnant. The IUD is a tiny device that put in your uterus to prevent pregnancy. It's long-term, reversible, and one of the most effective birth control methods out there. The hormones in the IUD prevent pregnancy in two ways. The first one, they thicken the mucus that lives in your cervix, which blocks and traps the sperm. And the second one is that the hormones also sometimes stop the egg from leaving your ovaries, which means there's no egg from sperm to fertilize. No egg, no pregnancy. The birth control shot, aka Depo-Provera, is an injection that you get from a nurse or a doctor once every 3 months. It's safe, convenient, and private birth control method that works really well if you always get it on time. The birth control shot contains the hormone progestin. Progestin stops you from getting pregnant by preventing ovulation. Where there's no egg in the tube, pregnancy can happen. It's also worked by making cervical mucus thicker. When the mucus on the cervix is thicker, the sperm can get through. And when the sperm and the egg can get through, pregnancy can happen. Condoms. The condoms are thin, stretchy pouches that you wear on your penis during sex. Condoms provide great protection from both pregnancy and STD. They are easy to use and easy to get. Condoms are small thin pouches made of latex, plastic, or lambskin that cover your penis during sex and collect semen. Condoms stop sperm from getting into the vagina, so sperm can meet up with the egg and cause pregnancy. Female condoms are an alternative to regular condoms. They provide pretty much the same great protection for pregnancy and STD. The only difference is that instead of going in the penis, females condoms go inside your vagina for pregnancy and prevention, or into the vagina or anus for protection from STD. The birth control patch. The transdermal contraceptive patch is a safe, simple, and affordable birth control method that you wear on the skin of your belly, upper arm, butt, or back. Put a new patch on every week for 3 weeks, and it releases hormones that prevent pregnancy. Then you get a week off before you repeat the cycle. The birth control patch prevents pregnancy by stopping sperm from meeting an egg. Like most birth control pills, the patch contains the hormones estrogen and progestin, which are similar to hormones our body makes naturally. You wear the patch on certain parts of your body, and the hormones are absorbed through your skin. The birth control pills are a kind of medicine with hormones that you take every day to prevent pregnancy. There are many different brands of pills. The pill is safe, affordable, and effective if you always take it at a time. Besides of preventing pregnancy, the pill has lots of other health benefits too. The hormones in the pill stop ovulation. No ovulation means there's no egg hanging around for sperm to fertilize, so pregnancy can't happen. The diaphragm is a form of birth control that's shallow cup shaped like a little saucer that's made of soft silicone. You bend it in half and insert it inside your vagina to cover your cervix. The diaphragm is a barrier that covers your cervix, stopping sperm from joining an egg. In order for a diaphragm to work best, it must be used with spermicide. Spermicide. Spermicide is a kind of birth control that has chemicals that stop sperm from reaching an egg. You put it in your vagina before sex to prevent pregnancy. The spermicide is a chemical that you put deep into your vagina right before sex. It prevents pregnancy in two ways: blocking the entrance to the cervix so sperm can get to your egg, and stopping sperm from moving well enough to swim to your egg. Vasectomy. The vasectomy is a simple surgery done by a doctor in an office, hospital, or clinic. The small tubes in your scrotum that carry sperm are cut or blocked off, so sperm can leave your body and cause pregnancy. The procedure is very quick, and you can go home the same day, and it's extremely effective at preventing pregnancy, almost 100%. A vasectomy blocks or cuts each of vas deferens tubes, keeping sperm out of your semen. Sperm cells stay in your testicle and are absorbed by your body. Starting about 3 months after a vasectomy, your semen won't contain any sperm, so it can cause pregnancy, but you will still have the same amount of semen you did before. There just won't be any sperm in it. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoy, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And yes, this is Luisito with one eye. Ha ha ha.